Shafik, you are the consummate entrepreneur, collector, connector, visionary, advocate for peace. What can I say? You would have made a great diplomat. You are a diplomat, and we really enjoyed what you had to say. So it gives us enormous pleasure to share with you this rare outing and exhibition of some 50 works from Shafik's amazing collection of Orientalist art, which he has built up over a period of 33 years, I believe. Shafik, I think you bought your first Ludwig Deutsch in 1993, and the collection has since grown to one numbering over 200 paintings. I would say it is undoubtedly the most important collection of Orientalist art in private hands today, rivaling the collections in, for instance, the Orientalist Museum, or the Lusail Museum, I should say, in Qatar, and also the museum in Malaysia, the Islamic Arts Museum. But it really is an incredible collection. And of course, because you've had 33 years to build it up, you've always been able to cherry pick the very, very best examples. And you've had a look already at the galleries, but these you will be regaled by the most incredible works of the highest quality by each and every one of the painters represented. So to Shafik and to me, the exhibition means so much, and it's a milestone which we hope will not only shine a light on this important genre of European art, but on its relevance more than ever in today's fractured world. Whenever we stage an Orientalist sale at Sotheby's, and it happens once a year, the pictures never fail to exert a sort of magnetic attraction on visitors and colleagues alike. But what is it about Orientalist art that makes it so compelling and so engaging? Well, having been in the business for some 30 years now, you might say I've had a bit of time to ponder this question and to hear people's thoughts, often simply by eavesdropping over their shoulders as they stand in front of the pictures, admiring them. And really, regardless of where the viewers are from, of their creed or religion, their background, they are really mesmerized by these paintings' technical virtuosity, by the light and the color, and above all, by the deeply human and universally relatable stories that they tell, whether of journeys, farmers ploughing their fields. You saw the big picture in the entrance as you came in of a farmer ploughing his fields underneath the Colossi of Memnon, worshippers at prayer, market traders selling their wares, guards and sentinels whose facial expressions speak louder than words, sailors on the Nile, Saharan storytellers. Have a look at this picture here. I think this picture really epitomizes this idea of Orientalist art telling stories. It's by Gustave Boulanger, the great French Orientalist painter. And what makes these stories all the more compelling, I would say, is that they flow from the paintbrushes of artists who had experienced their subjects at first hand, whether in North Africa, in Egypt, the Levant, Syria, Persia, Turkey, and our painter travelers who hailed from just about every European country and as far west as the United States were not, as Shafik has said, out to conquer or colonize or to objectify another culture simply to prove the superiority of their own. No, on the contrary, at a time when just getting to the region and beyond was an arduous, costly, dangerous undertaking, they took huge risks to prevail in their desire to engage with people in a part of the world outside of their realm and their audience's realm of experience, and to share that encounter with eager audiences at home. Artful their paintings may be. Art is, by its very nature, artful, and at times embellished by their own imagination or memory. Nevertheless, they are founded on a real experience, and an attempt to communicate the essence of another culture. And as Shafik said, he prides himself on collecting only artists who made the effort to travel and to make that journey. Armchair Orientalists, stay at home, need not apply to join his collection. The honourable intentions of the vast majority of Orientalist artists, I would say, are surely validated by the esteem in which their paintings are today held by collectors, museums, and the general public in the very regions that they depict. Between 70 and 80% of the Orientalist art that we sell here, for instance, goes to buyers now in the MENA region and the wider Islamic world, for whom this art today provides a fascinating and valuable visual record from a time when figurative art was not widely practiced locally. And while early photography not only existed, but actually influenced many of the Orientalists, notably Gérôme and Ludwig Deutsch, their art is so much more layered than photography. If you think about it, a photo is taken in the space of a second, and in those days it was pretty blurred, it was black and white, whereas the artists worked reality up in layers over weeks, months. And if you study these paintings closely, you'll be astounded at the verisimilitude and the detail, down to seeing, you know, the veins in the arms of the guards and sentinels, the chainmail, just every scintillating detail is clearly visible. But this phenomenon, to come back to my point, of Orientalist art coming full circle and returning home, as it were, to the lands that inspired it, is proof, if proof were needed, of the Orientalist painters' enduring legacy as early bridge builders. And this brings me back to the exhibition, and in particular to its message, the art of dialogue, I think we could call it. The exhibition underpins the mission and the raison d'être of Shafik's foundation, the Shafik Gabr Foundation. Its goal to foster relations between East and West and to encourage young people, future leaders from America and from Egypt and the Middle East, to engage in face-to-face dialogue with one another, and in so doing to foster peace and prosperity. We should perhaps collectively take a leaf out of these artists' book, or should I say canvas, out of their collective opus, as an example of the intellectual curiosity and willingness to engage upon which respect and understanding between people, cultures, and religions are built. Thank you.